Okay. This is Wolfgang Reif, who is a factory-trained Porsche mechanic from the old country, who had a workshop in Hayward, California for 44 years. Wolfgang, can you kind of talk about your history and what you've done with Porsches?
Yeah, sure. Well, I came over here in 1962. I worked for Harry Weber. He was, I think, the number 13 from the factory. With Wacek Polak. I think you know Wacek.
Sure, of course.
From Los Angeles.
Sure.
Wacek Polak and Norbert Misloni.
Mm-hmm.
Those were the three gentlemen from Porsche who came over here.
Uh-huh.
And Harry was in Europe on the holiday, picked up a car, and that's where we met.
And you met at the factory?
Yeah. I worked then at a dealership.
Uh-huh.
And when I closed the hood, he had the oval license plate. He said, would you like to come to the United States and work for me? I said, where? Well, he said San Francisco and Hayward. Who knows Hayward? And yeah, sure. Yeah. Well, 6 months go by, I haven't heard a thing. I said, well, it's down the tube, you know.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, bingo, I got the papers. I have to be at the German consul. I have to be out of Germany on the 13th of July. And that was my mom's birthday. I said, oh, what a surprise. Well, make a long story short, I had to leave.
Yeah.
On the 13th, and I'm over here. Then I worked from 62 till 66. Then I opened up my own business. It was a really tough going, you know, because I had no credit.
Mm-hmm.
I had to pay cash. I had to close the shop down under the bank and the cash. But during those days, UPS took the cash like this. You know? Today they don't.
Yeah.
I had to ask him, which route you got to go? I said, well, okay. I chased him down, gave him the cash, and got the parts off the truck, went back to the shop.
You put them on.
And kept working, you know. But then it was pretty good too when I did some Volkswagen parts. I think in Berkeley, I forgot the name of
Berkeley
it.
Lee?
Berkeley Lee. They were open till midnight.
Yep, midnight. Wow.
Yeah. To get parts apart and everything. Then I drove up there in the night, in the evening, closed the shop up, got the parts, picked them up, went back to work.
We worked hard.
Oh yeah, I slept down there even.
And then you bought a lot of parts from Porsche and service tools.
Service
and
tools,
books.
yeah, books. I've got all the original transmission tools right here. I laid them all out. Can
you tell us what all these are?
Yeah, it's all for pressing down the bearings in the housing, installing the bearings, adjusting the when you put the transmission in for the lever in the transmission, you shove it into the shift housing in the back inside the car, and then you turn it to align the transmission up in the car.
Right.
And, that's for the reaxle, pressing the tubes apart and putting it back together again. And this is very, very delicate tool. See, for measuring out the ring and pinion. It's a factory tool, measuring out the ring and pinion. Whew.
And that goes to the thousands, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. You wouldn't be able to do that by eye, huh?
No, you can't. It's just, I don't know how some people rebuild transmissions without those tools. You can't. It's a hit and run, hit and miss, you know. This little guy has to go in here for the velvet.
Do you have any idea how much these things would cost to buy from Porsche?
You can't buy them anymore. It's obsolete. You know. Startup, they were trying to buy my tool because see, when the guys put the transmission together, this pin comes out to adjust the pinion that comes into the trans. And somebody spun it around and they hit the splash for the oil seal and knocked the pin off. They said, no, I will not sell it. All those tools I keep, they all go together. It's like a family. They get along.
And what are all these things in the small?
But those are little woodruff keys.
For the transmissions?
For the engines, generator, color keys, you know, for the pulleys.
And this is for timing?
That's for the transmission.
For transmission.
Yeah, but the main shaft. The main shaft goes in here to hold it in. The spline.
Okay.
Yeah.
A lot of parts.
Some goodies.
And what are some of these things in the boxes?
Well, this is my old concourse. I had all my stuff in here for the concourse.
I see.
The
Okay.
concourse.
All right. Yeah.
But I'm gonna give it to you. You have some of the Porsche, small Porsche stuff in here.
Okay. All right. Okay.
You know.
Yep.
Well, then I have here. I have the rocker arms. You can see they're already done. Strobe is look at the price. That was 10 years ago.
$249 each.
Each.
And how many do you have?
Look in here.
Wow. I mean, there's got to be $5,000 worth here.
That's a complete, already put together. Oh, come out.
What is? Oh, rockers.
Rocker, all assembly.
So these are for 356A or B?
Yeah, A.
A. 356A.
All redone.
And how many of those are there?
One whole set for a whole car, left and right.
Okay.
Left and right. I got here the.
Oh, those for the rear bumper.
Yeah, they're $150 each, you know.
Yeah, and there's got to be a dozen of them.
Yeah. Well, then all little nuts and bolts for the brakes.
And what are these?
Those are for a reservoir for a brake. Those are little powder coated for the gas tank. Splashes, mounts, brackets for the
Coil and stuff.
air filter for the. Those are brackets for the door hinges. Yeah, they're more powder coated because they always rust, make it nice looking.
Yeah, they're beautiful. So these are all been
They're all
redone.
powder coated, yeah.
Yeah, nice.
It's all powder coated, this stuff. All those here, little tin work. That's all for transmission, shifter.
And these are
That's all for carburetor. Vacuums for this 912. I mean, probably still have it, but some of the guys are converted with Nova,
Yeah, and these are just springs and stuff.
Springs, and these are oil lines and oil fittings, oil pump.
So
Tack drive, yeah.
Tack drive.
Tack drive, yeah. What have I got in here? I think it's a fuel pump. 356 fuel pump.
Can you get pictures of these, Cynthia?
Pictures or video?
Video.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. Stand here with the camera.
Well, you want it. They still have to be put together, all nicely cleaned. Those are booties for the transmission. Still even in the original Porsche label. That's the old release bearing. I always saved it, In the olden days when we did the clutch jobs, then the graphite, we just press it out, put the new graphite ring in and ready to go.
Sure. Because this part doesn't wear out.
No, those were the good old days. That's all handbrake stuff. Then I got some gaskets still in here. I mean, for the engine.
All right. And these are studs for the wheels?
Yeah, wheels. Those are all transmission spacers. Yeah.
And these are spacers for the transmission?
Yeah, for the rear axle. Those are the pins for the transmission spider gears to lock them in. Those are all brake stuff. Booties, master cylinder.
Yeah, and caps for the
caps. That's all brake stuff, miscellaneous.
Focus, yeah.
Push rod, tie rod, handbrake shoes. Handbrake shoes in here, and brake pads. Yeah.
Okay. These are pedal pads.
Pedal pads and
the fuel cap
gaskets.
So rubber parts.
Yeah. over here, seals, fiber seals, pulley seals, you know.
There's probably 6 or 8 of them in there.
Yeah. Fiber seals.
And these are what? More seals.
Yeah.
Okay. So these are all
Yeah,
seals,
different
different
seals.
kinds.
Yeah, different seals. Then I got. Those are all still. See, every time you do a clutch job, or you have to replace the nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the gland nuts, flywheel nuts.
Oh, I see. Yeah, those are nice.
You know, I know. There are 1, 2, there's 4 of them in here.
4 of them. Yeah.
4 of them in here. I think last time I checked, I think they were like $45 each.
Each. Oh. There's another one. Yeah.
There's another guy in there. Yeah, and those are fuses. Well, fuses.
Yeah, lots of fuses.
Lots of fuses. Distributor caps.
What are these copper? Oh, these are for the fuse box.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Distributor caps.
Mm-hmm.
Those are.
Some of them are used.
Yeah, used. Well, they go for the originality, the color, you know.
Yeah, there's
Because some of them, then you only get the black ones, but they're not original for the concourse.
Yeah.
Those are booster relays. If the car doesn't start, you know, hard starting when its engine is hot, you put those between the relay. I mean, the booster, the solenoid and the starter motor.
Mm-hmm. And it gives
To
you
get more juice, you know.
Okay.
More juice to it. Those are flashers, more caps.
So these are more caps. Some
More
of these are
caps.
original.
Yeah. More caps.
And these are all 356?
Oh, 356, yeah. Those are
Splashers.
turn single relays.
Yeah.
First construction of light bulbs. You know.
Honey, can you? I don't want to go back and forth and back and forth.
Got
So
it. Okay.
we can kind of.
Well, I'll try and keep up.
Yeah, light bulbs.
More light bulbs.
There's a more booster relays, so I have to put them up here. Those are ignition wires, connectors, spark plug connectors.
What are these long ones?
Those are for the 911.
Oh, for 911. Okay.
911. It's a 912 distributor.
Okay.
I think this one was needed a vacuum. Vacuum box no good, but it's everything else is okay. 912 distributor.
Okay.
We needed a vacuum box.
And these are more light bulbs.
Yeah. Those are fasteners for the ignition cables, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Those you put for the sheet metal, put the ignition cables through.
And these are
Just tie down, you know, for the cables. You put the ignition cables through here.
Oh, okay.
Press them down.
a lot of a lifetime's worth of stuff.
Well,
Mm.
now if you do it, then you don't. Then you get stuck again, you know. You wait,
Yeah.
you wait, you know.
And these
That's all the distributor parts.
are the clamps.
Those are the clamps.
These are the ones that are hard to come by now.
Yeah, oh yeah, and the straps too.
And what would you guess are in here? A couple hundred of them?
I bought those all in Germany. And the guy,
There's different sizes.
yeah, that's for the, no, those are the little ones. Those are the little ones. And they go on the airbags on the 64, 65. You open up the trunk, there's a plastic guy in there for the drain pipe. Yeah, I bought those all in Germany. Those are oil pump gears.
Oil pump gears. So are these all used or new?
Well, some of them new, some of them, they're all good stuff still, you know. There's a fuel pump,
Fuel pump,
electric pump for the Carrera, for the heater.
for the heater.
Up in the front. Right?
Yeah,
The
yeah,
heater
yeah,
in
yeah.
the front of the
Heater.
Carrera.
Yeah, that would be a hard piece to
Yeah,
find.
that's a very hard piece to find.
And these are O-rings and things.
O-rings, middle gasket. We need bench of fittings.
Yeah, I got that.
This is a very rare item too here. These are all the flywheel spacers.
Mm-hmm.
I think each of them you would pay right now $35-40 each. Get them all sorted out, but you have to measure them, you know. Oh yeah. Out for end play, checking the end play on the flywheel, yeah.
And these are
Those are the books, panoramas.
that go back a long way.
Yeah, well, you can sell those for $2 each. Easy.
And there's the family tree. We use this all the time. Yeah, we use that. Everybody loves that one. And lots of Porsche manuals.
Yeah.
Okay, so all these are excellents.
Yeah, excellent and panorama.
Mm-hmm. And let's work our way through these.
Well, you want the sign, so we get that too.
Sure.
Those are
That's a 935?
935, yeah.
Yeah.
Those are regulators down here. Oil pumps, brake switches.
Yep.
Those are the,
Are these regulators new?
here. Transmission mounts for the axles.
Yep.
For the rubber stuffs in here. Yep. Always kept them in the boxes here. They won't get all dusty and dirty.
Yeah. Good idea.
Yeah. All brass club.
Costco, yeah.
This is a bit.
This is the when you open up the trunk in the front, then you get to the steering box.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. This is the inspection plate.
Yep.
For the those are for the rear for the brake lines and the axle tubes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It goes through here.
Yep. You get a lot of it.
Well,
usually you don't have to replace those, right? You just have them repainted.
But if you do it, it makes it look nice. You know,
Yep.
you don't with all the rust and the shift housing.
Yep.
If you don't have the lock, you just put this guy in here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. A lot of people lost their keys.
Yeah.
And these are pedals.
Pedals and clusters for the brake, master cylinder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And is that an upright?
Yeah. There's linkages for the carburetor from the bottom up. You know.
Yeah.
Here, spark plugs.
Yeah.
Condensers.
Yeah. Rotors.
Rotors. Carburetor floats. Used connecting rods.
And what's all this?
That's sorted out for gaskets, seals. You know, if you need them on the engine, then you don't have to buy a whole gasket set. You know.
Right. Right. Rotors.
Rotors. More rotors.
And these things here.
That's well, I rigged it up. Put the cable through when you check the compression. If you by yourself, you know, and
Oh yeah. Okay.
you can turn the engine over without waiting around to get somebody.
And all of these things.
Hose clamps.
Are these
Different
like?
sizes.
Are these like German or are these American?
Americans.
These are
Some German and Americans. Some German, some Americans. All
Different sizes. Huh?
Different
So you got them all sorted out.
Oh, yeah,
There's
yeah.
hundreds of them in there.
Oh yeah, I'm neat.
You are neat, that's for sure. And some large ones.
Lots of axle boots. Look here. If you
Yep.
don't want to use the original. But you saw my car underneath, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You saw the clamps. Those
Yeah.
were all those
The original ones?
The original ones I bought in Germany, you know. Even on the hero boxes I had those clamps. Where is that car now? Is it in California or somewhere?
No, I think it went to Arizona.
Went to Arizona?
Yeah. Okay, so these are all tons of clamps.
Tons of clamps.
Okay,
This,
and these items here?
this is this lean is like a bumper guards used, you know.
Yeah.
Two of them.
And these pieces?
Well, pullers.
For the puller.
Pullers is the breather for the air filter that you hook up.
Yeah.
And they sell those things, I said, $40-50
Wow.
for the original, you know.
And carburetor linkage.
Carburetor linkages, yeah. Transmission hanger. Various spares for the air filter.
Yeah. Cynthia, I don't know if you can kind of lean over
Yeah,
this,
air filter.
but these are all more clamps and things.
And throw a heat plate in there too.
I see the heat plate.
Heat plate
Is that for warming something up so you can heat it?
warm up the gears, you know.
Oh, I see. And this is,
Yeah, antique. I use those for putting the oil in, you know. Because if you have a can, you spill everything.
yeah.
Oh, nice. You thought of everything.
Okay. Moving
Moving,
over.
keep on rolling. Some miscellaneous for front end work. That's all front end.
This is all front end.
All front end.
These are shims for the
shims, right, for
front suspension.
suspension. There's some bushings in here, tie rod ends.
Yep. And some of these are new and some are used.
Well, they're new.
So these are the kingpins.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those are the links. The kink is the one that's going straight down.
Straight down. Yeah. Okay. And these are grease fittings.
Oh yeah, grease fittings for the doors and everything else. Front end, you know. Those are for
the throttle linkage.
yeah, throttling. You see,
Yeah. Yeah. Cable boots.
cable
Yeah.
booties.
Yeah. A lot of stuff.
Oh yeah, the straps for the water bottles.
Oh yeah. Okay. I don't. You rarely even see them.
That's a tool for front end for installing the races. See, when you heat them, then you just put the race into the front bearings.
Mm-hmm. And this is a compression. No.
No, helicoil.
Oh, for helicoil.
Helicoil. If you screw up the threads, you know.
Yeah. And this is
Well, it's just a
pop river.
yeah.
And these two.
So
For cutting
yeah.
in sheet metal. Yeah. Okay. And here we've been.
This is the hooks. Put those right here. These are the flywheel seals, right?
Right.
The shims, I mean. The shims. This is all transmission. Transmission stuff. Bearing still, you know, all complete.
And then these are
356 distributors.
and these are used.
No, but redone, you know.
So they're
Got the hooked cables for it, you know.
mm-hmm.
Hey, nice cap.
Yeah, beautiful.
The shaft, nothing nickels. It's like Christmas, huh?
Everything's so nicely wrapped.
Those are release bearings.
Yeah.
Those are stop axles rebuilt. Front end.
A couple of those.
Yeah.
Here's the other distributor.
Yeah, that's the other server.
Okay.
That's a diagram.
Mm-hmm. Electrical diagram.
Yeah, they come so small, but
We've covered this table. Huh?
yeah. Could rebuild 6-volt distributor
Generator.
generators.
Yeah.
2 of those guys. That's all for clutch stuff, shafts, release bearing, you know. Some plates,
Mm-hmm.
the substuds, the magnets in here. There's another box somewhere. Where is it? Here we got all brake stuff for the rear end, seals, splash shields, brake lines for the front. A lot of good stuff.
I'm glad you're going through it with us, Wolfgang, to try and, because I never know what a lot of this stuff is.
That's all for the doors. For the window opener, the seals for the door handles.
Mm-hmm.
Outside.
Yeah, those are hard to come by too.
Door handles.
O-ring.
There's more seals for the engine.
Yep.
There's a door stop.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, too bad. Startled, you know.
You think he'd want this thing?
No. He bought a whole bunch of stuff from me
Uh-huh.
before I closed down.
I see.
That was Brad in Reno,
Uh-huh.
but he doesn't do anything anymore up there.
Mm-hmm. That's the problem, I think.
Yeah,
And these are,
those are cylinder head studs. That's, you know,
yeah.
nuts and bolts, rocker arms.
Yeah.
There's a set of tools,
Yeah, for doing the
Yeah.
axle.
axles.
Yeah.
Up the other way.
And what? So these are generator pulleys.
Yeah, generator pulleys and hubs for the generator. Get them all calculated, you know.
Mm-hmm.
More fancy stuff. Oil filter.
Yeah.
Brackets for the horns in the front.
Oh yeah, you wouldn't find those anymore.
Yeah, you see nicely
They're
how
beautifully done.
I see I had them all.
This is a tow hook, huh?
That's yeah, for the seatbelt.
Oh, for the seatbelt.
I had those all powder coated.
Uh-huh.
Those are nice for the horns, the front, you know.
Yep.
Then I got all the label always for the powder coating that I get the right coat.
Uh-huh.
Those are battery hold downs.
Okay.
It's like jewelry, that stuff, you know.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, very
beautiful.
nice.
I want to wear it around off my ear.
Yeah, I didn't took first place for nothing all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, you took 30 first places with the Speedster, I think, or a little over that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, these are factory workshop
all
manuals, right?
Workshop manuals and parts.
For 356B,
Yeah.
356A,
See?
356A, 356B, B, and B. And are these different? This is a catalog.
Yeah.
And this is a catalog. So
Yeah.
these are like duplicates or something.
Yeah, some of them, yeah.
Okay.
Those are Carrera, the whole set.
For the 911 crew.
911, that was, I had that. 911 Carrera, the whole set.
Yep.
That's what I paid for those bastards.
$700, $800.
Yeah.
And 356C
Yeah,
manuals.
And every time I used it, I washed my hands. You know, some of the manuals you see, they're all fingerprints and
Yeah.
crazy and
Yeah.
dirty. And those are all, well, the spec books are a little bit used, but you can't even get them anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And this goes Well, I put them, we can put them all in plastic, but
Yep.
sure. But this goes together with this set. This 944, complete set of 944 books.
Yeah.
With the flywheel holder, the spec books for the 944.
Yeah.
Here's an oil filler still. The gauge for adjusting the belt.
For the timing belt.
For the timing belt.
Yeah, yeah. That's probably expensive.
There's no guesswork,
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a front brake patch there. That's a holder I had done when you drop the drive shaft, light it back up again for lining the front water pump up.
Mm-hmm.
Then I made those things by the old. That was to modify the front cover, the plastic cover, to cut it out when you use the newer water pump.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Superseded, it's all in the book if you use it. I had those made.
Secrets of the Inner Circle.
Oh, that's the Mastro. I mean, he was a nice guy, but his engines, there was nothing original. I mean, look at those things,
Yeah.
how they looked.
You did a good job, though. They ran well.
Yeah, he passed away too.
Yeah. This is.
That's in German. Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
But all these were from in English. Huh?
Yeah, all in English. All this is in German.
Yeah.
But this we would have to keep together
For the
for
944.
the 944. You can put them in here, keep it neat,
Yeah.
This and this boxes together. Come on, baby. Okay.
And then down here,
Generator,
your fans.
fans, yeah, fans. And that's for engine, thermostat for the fan in the
Yep.
back. I wish I had all those cars.
Yeah. That'd be helpful. You'd have a lot of money.
I wish I was thinking. Used, could be rebuilt,
Uh-huh. Speedometer.
Yeah, speedometer, carburetor.
This is for 911, huh?
No,
For
356.
356, okay.
Carburetor gaskets,
Uh-huh.
clamps, dipsticks. I mean, it's crazy. But they want for those $40. It's one of those $40
Yeah.
they charge. I mean, it's crazy.
And these are.
Fuel pump,
Yeah.
more engine miscellaneous. And they have those here too. See, if you go to the concourse, those are the original ones.
Yeah.
I think they go for $8 a piece.
Uh-huh. I hope a restoration shop buys all this, because that's what it should go back to the way you had it,
Yeah, if somebody is really into that stuff, it's too good to throw away.
Absolutely, sure.
You can't get it anymore. Front end, kingpins, link pins, transmission,
Uh-huh.
that's the part. You cannot hammer the transmission.
No. But is this a Porsche part, or is this a...
No, that's American.
American.
press, I mean.
Okay.
That would cost too much money to ship
Ship it.
that from Germany over here.
And let's go down and do the
You would have to set them up again when you put. They came together in one unit when I had the shop. There you could get them in, but I couldn't get them in here. I had to take them apart.
Yeah.
Now they go flush here, straight down, then those screw on in here with them missing. See, like in here, to keep it support.
Mm-hmm. And then the shells are here.
The shelves are here, and those are the sliders for the bottom. In here,
Okay.
the sliders for the bottom, and those are the plastic guys in here for the sliders. See, so
Okay. Yeah.
they hit the plastic guys.
Okay. Great. All right. So I'm going to work